Hello everyone and welcome to Excellent Watch. My name is Tim Sturdivant. Got John the Scuba Dude out here today, and he's wearing a Citizen Promaster 200 meter ISO rated diver. But before I get too far in the video, let me do a wrist check. Today I'm wearing my Seiko Neo Classic because of one of my subscribers, IJM. I decided to keep it. Thanks, IJM, and thank you. It is a cool watch. I'm going to explain why I haven't made any videos. Didn't make any videos last week. I was waiting for this watch. It was supposed to be here by Wednesday of last week. It didn't arrive all week. So Amazon decided it was lost, and they sent me a replacement. So what happened? They sent me the replacement. It was to arrive Monday. It did arrive Monday, yesterday. And this one arrived at the same time. I got this one Monday morning. I got this one Monday afternoon. And some people might say, "Oh man, you got a free watch, man," because Amazon thinks this one's lost. And no, I'm not going to do that. I didn't get a free watch. I already have a return shipping label coming for this watch, but now I've decided I'm not going to return it. I'm going to go ahead and pay for it and give it to my business partner. He's been a great friend. The man loves the Lord. And we've just been really close for the last 15 years or so. And I think I'm just going to pay for this watch and just give it to him. But this is a good opportunity, and look at the loom on this thing. It's trying to loom, and they didn't spare any expense on this loom for the price point, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I'm going to show you what it does. This is the quick start feature. It's trying to start. It's got artificial light, and it's trying to go. But when you first charge these watches, it was a cloudy day today. I couldn't charge it. I was out all yesterday with this one. But when you first get them, you need to put them out in the sun for at least 10 minutes. And that will charge it for 6 months in the power cell. There is a solar panel under the dial. Under the solar panel is a capacitor. I want to say the flux capacitor from Back to the Future, but it's a capacitor that turns light into energy and stores it in the power cell, which is really a rechargeable battery. And I understand that for 10 years it may need replacing. 44 millimeter case, screw down crown, screw down case back, 12 millimeters thick. 20 millimeter lug width, 60 click unidirectional bezel, and it feels good, man. That unidirectional, that 60 click, man, it feels satisfying, man. And there's no play at all in that for this price point. I paid $162, not for this watch. I haven't paid for this watch yet, but I'm going to. Let's get this watch. I paid $100. I got some new gloves, guys. Got some new gloves. Hey, no more holes, no more holes. I paid $162 for this watch, and I understand, the prices are going up on them because they're becoming popular. I understand you could buy this watch not long ago for $130. Got this one from Amazon, and I really, really, really like that thing. It has the E168 quartz movement. And there's some watch snobs out there. I can just hear them going, "Ooh, quartz." Well, you're losing out. I have automatic watches, but I like this watch because if I'm not wearing it, I don't have to wind it. I don't have to shake it. I've got watches in my collection that if I'm not wearing them, I have to make sure they're wound. And with the Seiko SKX, it's not windable or hackable. So I have to make sure I give it the Seiko shake on occasion to make sure it keeps running. Now, it has a overcharge protection, it has a low charge warning, and a quick start, which is really awesome. There is a lot of technology in this watch for the price point, and it is absolutely crazy. I like the design of the watch. I like that orange hour hand that makes it more legible underwater. I can just hear something, like, tell Tim, do you dive? Not yet, but I am looking into getting my open water certification, and that's why I know they don't let you dive with watches anymore. They make you dive with a dive computer, and you can wear a watch on your right arm for backup if you wish. But the question I want to ask everyone out here in YouTube land is this another first for Citizen? Because Citizen has so many firsts. Let me do a little, just bear with me. I don't want to make a long video, so just bear with me. In 1918, the Fukuoka Watch Research Institute, the forerunner of Citizen Watch, was established. In 1931, they created their first wristwatch. In 1924, they created their first pocket watch. 1931, they created their first wristwatch. 1956, they marketed the first shock-resistant watch called the Parashock. 1958, they started exporting watches to the People's Republic of China. 1958, Japan's first wristwatch with an alarm called the Citizen Alarm was marketed. 1959, Japanese first water-resistant watch was marketed called the Parawater by Citizen. 1962, the world's thinnest three-hand watch was marketed by Citizen. It was 1.7 millimeters thick. No, I'm sorry, it was 2.7 millimeters thick, which is just incredible. 1965, Citizen marketed a automatic water-resistant wristwatch with day-date complication called the Crystal 7. 1966, the first electronic wristwatch in all of Japan was marketed by Citizen called the X8. 1967, the first transistorized electronic quartz watch called the Crystron was marketed. 1971, the Citizen marketed a tuning fork electronic watch called the High Sonic. 1973, analog quartz watch called the Citizen Quartz Crystron was marketed. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay? We also know this watch is the direct descendant of the NY0040, the watch that was used for 10 years by the Italia Marina Militare, the Italian Navy, for 10 years. But I never figured out why, a military would use a watch that didn't hack. The 0040 doesn't hack. This watch hacks. You screw the crayon out, it hacks. Boom, boom. Second hand just, okay, I gotta get out for it now. Boom. See that? Second hand just stops right in the tracks. So yeah, this one hacks. Screw down crown, screw down case back, 200 meter, ISO rated. I mean, this has got to be a first. Is this another first for Citizen? This a watch that runs off solar and artificial light, and it's an ISO rated diver. If I'm wrong, I want you guys to please correct me in the comments, because I believe this is another first for Citizen. And it's pretty awesome. The design, I like the chrome outline that goes around the indices. I like the fact that the second hand lines up with the minute indices very well, which is very hard for a quartz watch to do. And another thing I really like about this watch is the lume is awesome. Let's get a lume shot. Here is the lume shot. That BGW9, lots of coats of lume on this dot. And I'm going to have to compare this to my Seiko because It's hanging right in there, tough, man. And I like the fact that the pip on the bezel is green. I didn't hit that with light hard enough, but you get the idea. And man, I like the pip is forward out there on the second hand. It's not on the counterbalance. Yeah, I like that, man. Here it is on my 7 3/4 inch wrist. Pretty cool, man. I really like that. And you know, somebody online was saying that the dive chart bothers them. How can what? What talking about a dive chart? I don't know. I understand. It doesn't bother me. I don't understand. I don't understand it. And another thing, I was watching somebody online. They were going like, there's a bezel click, you know, or something. They were doing like that. I'm saying, well, you know, you can fix that by not doing that. If you don't do that, it won't bother you. I understand some people, man. This is a nice one. The price point, $162. I mean, the build quality is fantastic. It's brushed on the sides, the brushed lugs and everything. And it came on a nice, a very nice and supple strap. A vast improvement. I've heard people complain about the strap, but it's a vast improvement than what came on my SKX. I mean, a huge improvement. I didn't make it a day with these straps. It was nicer than to put on the Hokusai Wave of Kanagawa. But, you know, these are very nice and supple and comfortable straps. You know, I just don't understand. Some people are just going to complain about anything, man, I guess. I don't know. But for the price point, this is a fantastic watch. Of course, you're not going to get sapphire crystal. It's a scratch-resistant mineral crystal. But hey, for $162, you can take this watch out, beat it up, get some nice scratches on it, give it some patina, and just love it. If you've enjoyed our video today, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.